Hey Wargamers, welcome back to the channel, Death from Above Wargaming. I'm Aaron,
Tom,
and we are back at the review table with the recently released Grey Death Legion Heavy Battle Lance. This came out a few weeks ago. It is
it's so heavy.
It's a Barnes & Noble exclusive. You can tell because it has the gold sticker on there.
Yeah. It might be Willy Wonka's golden ticket. If you check the back.
You go to the mech factory?
Yeah. One of you gets to visit Catalyst's mech factory.
Oh my goodness, in China.
In China. Not coming back.
So this one is pretty cool. This one has two new variants: a jumping Shadowhawk, a repose.
Yeah, is that just the fire base?
That's the smoke, and then the Regent, which is a brand new design here, brand new sculpt. Yes. So we'll dive into it. We'll look at the box. We'll look at the mechs. Tom's ready to go. Tom has not seen any of these yet.
Yeah. We were talking about, I wanted to get my hands on the Regent. Is it Reagent or Regent?
I don't know. Leave it in the comments. They'll all spell it the same. It's Regent. It's Regent.
What is a Reagent?
Reagent's like when wizards have stuff in their
They have to mix a thing? Okay.
That's a reagent.
There you go.
Anyway. All right. So guys, stick around. Review coming right up. And we are back.
All right. That was a long break.
It was a long break. So long. I
had to shave.
No, we should do that one time. See if anybody notices. Put my hair in like a mohawk. We'll just go nuts.
Cut it off. Okay.
I have the original Gargoyle, the original Shadowhawk, the original Catapult, the OGs. So we can compare and contrast.
Am I allowed to open
but Tom, you may open.
Are we past the moratorium?
Open the moratorium period. Other side, maybe. I don't know.
It's just they like fold under because they cut them. Which is,
look at that.
It's a little grip.
I love the caution strips on the box.
Yeah,
it's very cool.
It's a good box.
Ooh.
I'll give you the cards.
Alpha Strike cards.
Now this one is a different box design from this. First off, this looks exactly like RoboJox. Robot Shocks, do you remember the movie?
Well, you reference it frequently.
I do, yeah. But it looks just like
the paint job is very much.
But that's a very different box art than a lot of the other ones. So we'll put this box to the side.
Yeah. Nice box though. As usual,
yeah, cool
I do like the colors on it. And what do we have here? So we've got
start with Catapult.
Catapult. All right.
So this is C2?
This is
with the
very close. I believe this is the K2. So here's the cards. Reagent. Reagent Prime.
I ruined it for
the
you.
Gargoyle, the Catapult, and the Shadowhawk. Now, as always, these are double-sided cards. So you want to start with the Catapult. So let's start with the Catapult. You want to start with this one?
Sure, yeah.
All right. So the Catapult is a little different because it mounts twin PPCs. All right, and this on the card we have the K2K and the K6. But the K2 and the K2K are essentially similar designs.
When you add the K to the end there,
it's a subvariant of the K2.
It doesn't mean remember like lightweight or like less heat sinks or something specific.
I don't know if it's a. I don't know.
Do they have a code table?
Sometimes the letters will stand for which house.
Okay,
like
Karita.
Like a 6K is maybe it's House Karita, right? A 6L might be Liao. But I don't know in this case. Okay. But let's compare and contrast.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Sure.
What do you think?
So
the first thing I noticed,
legs are reposed.
Right? Legs are reposed. I was going to say the arms are completely different.
I just don't understand this.
So the arms obviously completely different. Very cool. Very clean design.
They actually changed the design on the cockpit. Or maybe they just defined it a little bit more.
It looks a little more defined.
That was always kind of hard to paint.
It was hard. And the other thing I'm noticing, I just remember this from painting it, the side windows were actually different shapes.
Right. Yeah, I think they just kind of cleaned some stuff up.
Yeah.
And then we'll check the backs. Very similar. It wasn't bad on that one.
Yeah.
They got rid of the little rear. Maybe that's like a rear laser or something.
No, I don't know what. I don't know what that is.
They cleaned it up a bit.
Who knows? But it's a nice design. Looks good.
Yeah.
Lots of great detail on it.
Definitely detail looks good. How's the plastic?
What do you think? Pretty solid.
Yes.
Like I don't see any flaccid gun barrels, so to speak. The Marauder and old Shadowhawk would have like the.
It's the strong hand.
was going to make a mech Viagra joke, but
that's a good one too.
couldn't get it out in time.
Yeah.
So
okay.
Catapult, beautiful.
Catapult.
Very happy with that one. Now, do you want to check out take a look at the stats on this guy?
That looks like an Irby. I don't understand that picture.
The art is kind of that weird. I can see the resemblance.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to see 232, 332. So the K is maybe a little faster. Does it have less structure? Is the same?
There's a few more points, a couple more points less, but has overheat. So the K6 has overheat. The K2K does not. So the K6 can actually outperform at medium range. Oh, look at that! It's pretty fast though.
Super fast.
10-inch, 5 hexes. Pretty good. And then what about the K6? Where's that at?
It's an E&E. And this is indirect fire 2.
All right. So this is a missile boat. So really probably not.
Say, that can't be the right picture.
It's an interesting choice of card, actually.
So you either have a PPC boat or a missile boat.
Probably just to give you a little bit of each, but...
Yeah.
Yeah.
But not overheat long, so...
Which is unfortunate. Flip this one back over.
Yeah, sure. Go for it.
I was just looking at the arrows.
Oh.
So this is like a Dark Age and late era one. Interesting. So I will say this. This lance is definitely Il-Clan era because the Grey Death Legion featuring a Gargoyle, which is a clan mech, and then also the Regent, which is a 3100s, I believe, era mech. Which one would you like to look at next time?
The Gargoyle.
All right, Gargoyle.
Man of War, as they're called.
The Man of War. So this is the, I'm not sure which one's in the box, alt config.
What are these,
C
like
or
medium
F?
lasers?
Yeah, that is like the laser, ER medium laser gauntlet. And this one looks like an ultra autocannon of some variety.
For sure.
So here's the original one.
First glance, oh yeah, so they totally redid the head. They, well, I wouldn't say totally. It looks like they lifted it a little bit. So that's the first noticeable thing. So I'm going to guess across the board they cleaned up some of their cockpits and head designs.
I love that.
Otherwise...
Yeah, I noticed like this one has a central laser. This one does not, right? Like again, the attention to detail of the weapons loadout is very impressive.
Yeah. But otherwise, I mean, the rest of the legs look...
the movement isn't that different. I do like the way the arms are kind of, they twist motion. Right, and the torso is a little twisted. Right,
again,
so
very similar plastic. Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. And really, mold lines, injection marks, very, very minimal. Really nice casting, or whatever you want to call it, production on this one. Very nice.
Yeah,
super cool looking. I love. Again, I'm all about asymmetrical weapon loadouts.
Yeah,
and gauntlets are also super cool.
Yeah,
reminds me of like an old power glove.
Right,
super cool.
Right,
great mech.
All right.
About the card. We didn't even look at the card.
Oh, you want to look at the card? Sorry.
Come on.
Here we go.
Yes, it was super similar. 660-442. So I would always pick the F. The C, though, is a monster.
This is the C variant.
With overheat 1.
Yeah, so it's got an ultra autocannon 20 and 6 ER mediums.
Yeah,
so.
and an AC or a UAC or whatever it's called.
Fire twice.
What?
Yeah. So you can basically hit somebody for 40 points of damage with that puppy.
Jesus. And but what's the range?
In classic.
Tend to be shorter range, right?
Well, they do, yeah. I think a clan... Let me check. It's right here.
Okay.
Courtesy of Sarna. I know the clan one has a different range, but I think it shoots at 12 inches or 12 hexes in classic. In Alpha Strike, it's already blended in, obviously, to the medium range.
Yeah.
But still 6, potentially 7 damage. That's nasty.
And it's a TMM2.
I know.
Moves 10.
Moves 10.
50 points. Tons and tons of points. Not as much as the Regent, but both of them seem like a tons of fun.
The UAC 21 is dope. I really want to use
ridiculous.
it. I wonder what clan should we paint it into?
Yeah.
Who knows? Jade Falcon. You would say
okay.
that. Shadowhawk Max. Let's save the Regent for last.
That makes sense. Now help me out here. They already mounted it. Is it? Oh, cool. Okay, so they didn't
look at that.
For a second, I was afraid they glued it, and I was like, "What would you?
Why would you do that?
Do we have the original?
I do have the original. Yes. So there it is. What's your opinions?
So interesting. Arm is a little bit down. They redid the arm a bit. Gun up.
Oh, now the cannon's totally different.
Arm back.
Look at the weaponry though, right? So that is a very different.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I mean, it's super similar to the barrel, and then you can just see But I mean, this wasn't a bad one to begin with.
No, I like the Shadowhawk a lot.
Yeah, they cleaned up the
missile pods significantly, right?
And actually the whole torso is way better.
Yeah.
But the head exactly very, very similar. Yeah, the rears, well, because they added the attachment points.
Look at this.
But look at okay, cool. So that's really what I would say. So they fixed a couple of the casting issues with the center torso, which looks like it's gonna paint up a lot better.
This is cool. So this is for when you mount it on the base without the jump thing. So instead of being like a peg and a peg, like you just put a hole in it.
Because the other ones were a peg, like a different shaped peg, weren't they? Some of the other.
Correct.
The other ones
That's right, and it was sort of confusing. So this one.
And then you take it off when you want to do that.
All right. Let's see.
And then you lose that piece, so you can never go back.
You lose it, right? Exactly. That is definitely a risk. That's a cool display piece.
Yeah. Again, it's.
Yeah, I have mixed feelings about the jump plumes. I don't know.
Again, posing piece. If you're painting up like a 10-hour beautiful display piece.
Yeah, cool. Right. You could see where it's going. Yeah,
you could have some really good fun with that. But I would never play it on the board. I would never paint it up for a table mech, unless you like plan to modularize it.
Yeah.
Right. But so what? Every turn you're like changing. I don't know.
You don't want to do that.
I would probably never do it.
Right. Never do it.
As cool as it is. I think
take a look at the card.
Jump on both. Same team M. 2,
it is a different gun.
2-1. No overheat. So what are you getting on the different variants?
So this one is a LB10X AC with an LRM5 and an SRM2. So and the ER medium. So this one, that's why the gun looks a little bit different, because it is in fact a bigger autocannon.
So I mean, this is the significantly worse for 30 points.
You get so much less armor,
and you get case 2, flak 111. That's
case 2 is nice, but
and you get case.
But you get case there, and in Alpha Strike the difference is.
And you get 2 more pips of internal, and it's not.
So you got 9 pips. You get 10 pips there.
Yeah.
So it's only really 1 more. Total
I didn't notice.
So you actually go in force withdrawal. Well, you would go into force withdrawal later with the 7H. It's interesting. Like the 7H has 1 more pip of armor.
Yeah, which makes a difference in force withdrawal, right? Because it's structure. Interesting.
So the C is a Clan Tech refit.
This shows that you've
been power gaming.
Well, yeah, you've been doing your
my homework.
Battletics.
My battle.
Okay, and last, we'll add this bad boy to the mix, and last but not least,
the Regent.
The
Reagent.
The headmaster, as he likes to be called.
When we paint that up,
the dean of mechs.
Dean of mechs.
What are you doing with your lives? He yells at them. This is I mean, there's so many guns. It looks like a boombox.
Like it's like Soundwave from Transformers. His chest opens up and like a locust jumps out.
It's so good. This is the best.
Oh my god! So the Regent was made from the Hauptmann, which was like a
best name,
which
Hauptmann.
Was a defunct House Steiner mech, I guess. But it
so it has 2 tweeters, a subwoofer.
So the Prime has an LBX-20, 3 ER large, a Streak SRM4, 2 medium pulse, 1 micro pulse. Now, I would like to point out, this is all Clan Tech. It's a Clan omni-mech.
Yeah.
So when you talk about Clan ER large, 3 of them, that's meaty. Even the Clan medium pulse lasers are disgustingly powerful.
I mean, his stat lines are ridiculous. I don't even want to show you.
I want to guess. Is that an 8 somewhere?
Okay. For the Prime, 51 points. What do you think? Give me the small, medium, large, or short, medium, long. Sorry, I don't know.
I want to say 773.
Not that great. 653.
I was
guess
close.
the overheat.
2.
Okay,
so that was close.
Really, it could be 8,
that was close.
7, and then 3.
That wasn't too bad.
Flak 1 dash. Case 2. Case 2.
Yeah, case 2 is nice. You don't even. I think you just complete. Oh my god! Look at the armor on that thing. Is that capped out? 2, 4, 6. Is that 10?
It's 9.
Oh, 9. Okay. Yeah.
So 9.
9 and 7.
Well, and then the A,
So 49 points.
yeah, 2 points less.
That's
554 with no overheat, so significantly less damage, but
for only 2 points.
an extra point of long, which is huge.
It is big. What's on the A?
And then you get case and omni.
3 PPCs with a PPC capacitor and a targeting computer.
Yeah, so for 2 points less, you're losing case 2. You're losing overheat 2.
Yeah.
And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Same 7, 8, 9. Same armor.
Same armor.
So that's really where you're paying for it.
Anyway, so
the design's cool.
Yeah, design's not bad. I'll be honest, like some people were really, really excited about this one. It didn't like blow me away.
No, I'm not that interested. But again, if you painted it like an 80s like neon like boombox, it would be really cool.
Oh my goodness, look at all these.
Curtain.
This guy's name is Curtain. There's all these like Carlisles.
It's curtains for you. He's like an old-timey gangster.
What does he drive? What was he in?
Belcourt. His names are very interesting. When do you think they'll start using ChatGPT to generate all of that?
All the
They probably already did.
Yeah.
I mean, it reads like it could be just a ChatGPT.
You know what I just came to mind? The pilots should have like arrows on them. Like you shouldn't be able to like play certain pilots in certain eras because they were dead.
They'd be dead.
They're dead, fam. Anyway, what do you think? Initial reaction on the Grey Death Legion Heavy Battle Lance?
Yeah, so I think, the Gargoyle is really interesting.
Awesome. I think this is the one I'm most excited about.
Yeah. It's cool to have a new sculpt.
I agree.
That's always cool.
Yeah.
Not.
So in order of like what I like versus what I don't. I mean, for me. 1, 2, 3, 4.
You love a catapult.
They're so versatile.
Yeah.
You can put them in so many different lists. The K2 is around in pretty much every era.
Yeah. That's it.
You would go. Well, you had the catapult down here.
I didn't even get there yet.
Okay.
You jumped.
Well, where would you put the catapult?
You came in so hot.
I came in.
Yeah, because it has PVC variants.
So we're kind of like we're basically in agreement. This is like it doesn't do it for me. And even the walking pose, the walking pose is kind of mediocre. I wasn't thrilled. And yeah, get a lot of them, right? Game of Armored Combat, etc., etc.
Yeah.
Always love new variants.
Although I do feel like I play them not infrequently.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah.
So they are useful mech.
They are useful.
I guess if you're getting into it, it's a great versatile mech. Because what is it, 30 points? 30, 30?
Yeah, but there's like a trillion variants of the Shadowhawk too. You
so
know,
you can
not
sort
just
of
on
fit
these
it
cards.
in.
Yeah.
And it's also existed
forever.
For a lot, right? Yeah. So
I agree with that. So yeah, I mean really like none of them are bad. I'm very excited about these.
Yeah, that's interesting. None of them are bad. I mean 30 points is fine for what you get for the Shadowhawk. And the other ones are ridiculous, but their stat lines are ridiculous. So.
This thing is great.
I mean,
I want to UAC some people.
Yeah, I would love. Yeah, okay.
Good times.
And which one is the sculpted one? Is it the C or is it the Prime?
What do you mean?
Prime. Which one actually has that out? I think it's the Prime, right?
No. This for the Man of War, it's the C because the other one's the F. Oh, this is the Prime. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, yeah, I'd buy it. I like it. I think it's a good buy. I think that. Yep, must buy.
Do we have like a seal icon? Like
this guy, I gotta give a shout out to Mr. Beeps. He always leaves the best comments, especially with our reviews. So thank you, Mr. Beeps, for your amazing comments.
That's a great name.
It's fantastic on so many levels. But yeah, he was like, I don't buy anything until DFA reviews it. I'm not sure if he was joking or not, but it was hilarious and had me chuckling, Tom.
I like it.
So I say buy it. 2 thumbs up. That's all we got. All right. A couple of things. Number 1, Aries Games and Minis. Although you cannot get this there, you can get everything else there. So head on over to Aries Games and Minis and check that out. Number 2, subscribe if you have not subscribed. We have 50% of our viewers, Tom, still unsubscribed.
Okay.
It's a lot.
Hurts my feelings.
Tom is hurt. On top of that, leave a comment and leave a like. Click the little thumbs up. If you do nothing else, just hit it right now. That would be fantastic. And then lastly, if you want to help out the channel more, come on over to Patreon. Patreon is where all the magic happens. And by magic, I mean people support the channel, support what they love, and help us to buy this stuff so that we can review it for you. Yeah. We do not get this stuff for free.
$29.99.
Was that what it was?
Low price.
Yeah. Was that what it was? Yeah. Yeah. Plus shipping. But I will say Barnes & Noble shipped immediately.
They're great, actually.
Like, it was like at my door the day of release.
Yeah, they figured out how to stay in business, I think.
Yeah, they did. It's true. It's a great point. Unlike some companies.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's it, guys. We're going to wrap this one up, but if, keep your eyes open. There's a couple more reviews we'll be sprinkling in. We've got a couple more boxes. They're not as new as the Gray Death one, but, you know, we are going to take a look at those. So keep your eyes out for that. Other than that, Tom, any closing thoughts?
Nope.
All right. Well, guys, thank you so much for watching. Of course, stay tuned. Always great stuff coming from Death from Above Wargaming. Have a good night.